Welcome back. I followed Ryan Laleys channel tutorial on AI Patrol and Chase. It is an awesome tutorial that goes in depth on using a behavior tree and Blackboard for AI characters. It works great if you just need one guard. Now, one guard can be pretty easy to beat and not give much of a challenge to the player. But there was a problem when you added more than one AI character. I'll add another AI character and adjust them so they will see each other at a certain time and run to the well-hidden character. This is something that shouldn't happen. They see each other and run to where the player is, even if they can't see them. Everywhere I looked, I was informed that you needed to use a C++ script to get it to work properly. But after a little investigating, I found Factions extension, a free plugin on Epic's marketplace, and gave it a try. I just searched the marketplace for Faction and found it quickly. Downloaded and installed it to my engine. I was pleasantly surprised to see it was just a few minutes to set up and get up and running the way I wanted it to. I'll leave a link to the AI tutorial series on Ryan Laleys' channel if you need to get your AI patrolling. First, after installing, go to your plugins and tick the Factions extension plugin and restart. Make sure it enabled and head over to your project settings. You'll see a new line under Game called Factions. Click it and drop down the Factions and Relations boxes. Double-click Default and name it Guard. Add a new faction and double-click to name it Enemy. Click Guard and change the display name to Guard, leave its attitude toward itself to Friendly, and set the attitude towards others to Hostile. Create a new relation and Faction A to Guard, Faction B to Enemy and Reaction to Hostile. Do the same for Enemy, but reverse the factions under Relations. Add another relation, both factions to Guard, and set Reaction to Friendly. Close out project settings and go to your AI character BP. In class settings, add a new interface and select Faction Agent Interface. Do the same for your AI controller. Compile and save as you go. Back in your AI character BP, drop down Faction, under Interfaces, and open Get Faction. Right-click, Out Faction and promote it to a variable named Faction. Do the same for your AI controller. Still in the AI controller, Event Graph, right-click in an open area and type Set Faction. Select Event Set Faction under Faction. Drag and drop the faction variable on it. If you followed the Ryan Laleys tutorial, pull off Get Actors Perception, Info Target, and type Get Faction, select the one under Factions. Pull from Get Faction for an equals node under Factions. Set it to Guard and connect it to a branch that should be placed right behind the Get Actors Perception node. If the branch returns true, do nothing. But if it returns false, then finish the rest of the line. This will let the guard engage the player. Now, Got to your AI character BP, and find some space in the event graph, and get the event set faction, like before, and drop the faction variable on it as well. This time go to the event begin play section, and right behind the register perception stimuli source node, right-click and type set faction. Choose the node under factions. Connect it and from target, pull for, get reference to self and set the faction to guard. Hit play and test it out. You can see that the AI characters see each other and now register themselves as friendly. And I can run by them, and they register me as enemy and give chase. Whoops! Looks like I scared that one. Once they lose sight of me, they search a bit, then return to patrolling their area again. I hope this helped. Like, subscribe and click the little bell icon for more. And as always, enjoy and have fun.